skill while in the air.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Durant. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Mark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being the #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do. How about Durant getting acrobatic and putting on a show for this crowd? That's impressive.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
This early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Wembanyama, that's for two. And the wing jumper offline. Basket Chang from deep. Tries again. Here's Bol. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
It's tipped. And here's Oubre. Good ball movement here by Albuquerque. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 5 now.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Oubre outside. And again Albuquerque with the triple.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is more athletic than giving credit. He's got surprising pop off the floor.
Oubre for 3. And again Albuquerque with the triple.
Another one from distance. He's hot. And they keep feeding him, which makes a lot of sense. Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And Ball slams it in.
Durant commands so much attention. Part of the reason why he had a wide-open teammate there.
Here's Banchero. Oh, good on the 3.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Oubre. Bol making his last shot. And Kelly Oubre, good for 3. He's got 12.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
The 3 for Doncic. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. And Ball slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2-point, considering how close this game is.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Albuquerque leads by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. Albuquerque leading by 4. The 3 for Doncic. And the ball travels out of bounds. It is last touch by Oubre. Here's Chicago. Outside ball. That's a floater go. It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Bol. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Edwards looking it over. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
They get it back. And Durant is right there.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebounding. Unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Chicago trails by 4. There's Ball with the 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Playing Lonzo off ball, pun intended, and he knocks it down.
Here's Ferry. Hits it from 3-point range. Ferry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's his first foul. Here's Durant. Durant raising it.
Durant always ready to throw it down. You can't let him get close to the rack.
Pass to Banchero. And thrown by Jang. Ball with a wide open look. And Chicago scoring again.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
To take the lead, James the three-pointer. Ball's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Chicago.
And, you know, Ball prefers to set guys up, but he's still capable of being a very dominant scorer, too.
Oubre for 3. Chicago leading by 3. Johnson attacking. Can't finish the one-handed jam.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Oubre can't get it to go. Here's Chicago. They're on a 12-3 run right now. And so it's Oubre with it. He brings it up for Albuquerque. Here's the 3. The rebound by KD. There's the drive. Ball. And the dunk by Ball.
Boy, the long strides of Ball, very impressive. Exceptional job attacking the hoop.
He gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Oubre for 3. Albuquerque again can't hit it.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Ball from long range. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
Zero hesitation at the arc. Ball truly believes in his ability to shoot the 3.
Outside, KD. Jang, high post. That's good. Nice assist from Durant. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Chicago.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
You know something else, guys? You know, they came out of that tunnel sprinting in a full drive sprint. That translated to the floor and lots of success in the fast break game.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Albuquerque trails by 7. Oubre with it. Outrounded by Ball. Offensive rebound. Johnson with the block. KD, that's for 2. Right through the cylinder that time. All net.
You know, the timing Durant had does a nice job. Really excels at pulling up and then stopping on the dime. Straight up, straight down off the dribble and delivering.
Oubre outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
At 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Albuquerque again can't hit it.
You know, he's just chucking it up from distance this quarter. If you're going to do this, especially in the second half, you better make it.
Drills the three-pointer.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. He can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see Albuquerque against Washington. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Pass to Shireman. Launches it. Rebound by Albuquerque.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
And Levine, here we go. And Levine throws it down.
When you think of Zach LaVine, his athleticism pops, right? This guy off the drive, so hard to guard.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Ryan Howland. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Oubre. And a miss there off the inbound. Here's Shireman. Puts up a deep three. Can't get it to go. He's taken two and missed two. Well, some of them knew that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom five defense to a top five defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Inside. Howard.
And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one.
Banchero, that's good.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
And it's blocked by Gordon. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Both teams deciding to change it up. And as it goes out of bounds, Albuquerque able to keep the ball here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And here's Gordon. After Anthony Edwards made that last 3-pointer.
Well, this is the developing part of Aaron Gordon's game. Real improvement as a passer. Look out if he adds that consistently.
Now here's Johnson. Okafor. And Okafor slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
That one falls. Oubre's got his first points in this one.
Well, you have to respect how fast Kelly Oubre gets his shot off in catch-and-shoot situations.
Outside Gordon. .107 left to play here in the half. It's blocked. And they take it back. Pass to Shireman. No good from outside. And so here's Albuquerque. Oubre for 3. Another shot. And it's Emeka Okafor with the rebound. They time it right. They can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarter.
Latray. Shireman can't hit.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
And it's blocked.
That's unparalleled defensive focus from Kelly Oubre. He's all over his man and just suffocates that shot.
Blocked again. Here's the 3. That shot, no good. And a close game so far for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Albuquerque leads by 1. And will return shortly. And so here's Albuquerque. They lead by 1. And there's the call on Perkins. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Doncic with it.
Away team foul. Johnson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And so here's Albuquerque. Edwards, no good. Here's Barry. Okafor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
First team foul.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the knee.
Belonging for the away team.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here's Ben Carroll. And stolen by Perkins. Levine with it. Now Smith defending. Levine, that's good.
Boy, that's a tough shot. Levine showing some intensity inside.
Here's Shireman. And the 3 off target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing from him.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now here's Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Don't sleep on this young guy's athleticism. Levine can get up with the best of them.
Here's Doncic. Okafor grabs the miss. Washington leading now by 3. Gordon. And easy 2 points on the layup.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Levine feeling it out a bit. The shake. And he drives in. And the jam by Levine.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And so it's Washington with it. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Okafor. That one drops for him.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Shireman. They get the rebound. Pass to Gordon. Into the lane. Throws back up. Fires the three. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
The three for Doncic. Albuquerque again can't hit it.
You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And it's Okafor missing. Albuquerque trails by 11. Banchero outside. Doncic outside. Back to Banchero. Over Okafor. Albuquerque again can't hit it. Washington leading now by 11. Kick out to Levine. Shoots the three. Rebound by Albuquerque. Smith for three. And the rebound goes to Perkins. And it's Washington's ball. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. They need this one. Look at Edwards running home the three.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Here's Okafor and a missed layup. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. Kendrick Perkins pulls it in. In the corner, it's Gordon. Shot from the wing. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Albuquerque trails by 8. Smith with a wide open look. Smith on the wing. The three for Doncic.
Wow, solid swat from Levine. Coaches and teammates appreciate when he's engaged on the defensive end.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Washington.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And another theme in this game, to me, guys, is how lethal they've been in transition. Attack on the break and make sure you convert.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
And wow, look at the quickness there from Banchero getting the shot up in a hurry.
Here's Levine. Paolo Banchero making his last shot. And it's Okafor missing. For three, Edwards. Drills it from outside. Edwards got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Albuquerque. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Changes here. And so it's Washington with it. Here's Legler. Rejected by Banchero.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
From past the arc, Oubre can't get it to go.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game. He's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Pass to Berry. Now Hartenstein. And again, Washington, no good. Oubre, outside. Doncic outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Washington leading now by 7. The three from Johnson. Rebound by Albuquerque.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Nailed from three-point land.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Pass to Hartenstein. Rejected by Banchero. And he recovers it. Out of bounds. It'll be Albuquerque's ball. Albuquerque trails by 4. A three from Wembanyama. That shot off. Johnson for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. And Albuquerque with the possession. Good momentum, 8 straight points. The shot from the low post is good.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
To the paint. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. No one around him. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Here's Hollins. The three-pointer, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's good from long range.
Fearless, as always. Doncic loves to fill it up from deep.
Pass to Barry. Oubre pulls it in.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The dribble drive by Luka Doncic isn't about speed. It is about craftiness. This guy is so smart.
Here's Laker. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Johnson a wide open look. Off target with his 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Banchero outside. And taken away by Johnson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Legler, no good. Albuquerque leading by 3. For 3, Oubre drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking a three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
And it's Hartenstein in the corner. And now here's Oubre, fast break chance. Pass to Doncic. Back to Oubre. Shoots it up. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Albuquerque.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily.
Connects from three-point range. And so Albuquerque takes the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm,